Squids. We just
Yo,
the entire show. And
we have to.
now realize that I'm not recording.
Oh my God, we were literally on the last
We were doing
closing.
the out like we were closing.
Start the video with this.
No, it's recording now. We're gonna start like this. Thanksgiving episode.
Happy Thanksgiving.
I'm gonna throw the hand up now. I didn't record. I didn't.
Um, Feels like deja vu. What am I thankful for, Dennis? What are you thankful for?
My fantasy team making the playoffs. I can't believe we're doing this again. God damn it. God damn it. This is okay. So
Do we have to restart this, or do we still have 40 minutes, or how does this work now?
I don't know. We're just gonna let it rock, and I'll see what happens. I'm not getting
I might
kicked
get cut off in 2 minutes, but that's fine.
out. I took off from work yesterday, man. Let me just tell you about the last 24 hours I've had. I was gonna go to Woodbury Commons, Christmas
Mhm.
shop. I went downstairs, I got ready. My mom's like, "You're going to Woodbury Commons? How the fuck would you go there?" Bullied me right out of it. So I was like, "Okay, fine." Now I have the whole day. So I was like, "All right, I'm gonna go for a nice walk. Go get a coffee." I walk up to Starbucks. I order on the app. I get there, and they gave me like I ordered an iced coffee with a splash of half and half. When I got there, they gave me like a frozen. It was like it looked like a slushy, and I was like, "What is
Yeah.
this?" He was like, "You ordered it blended," and I was like, "What does that mean?" He goes, "We blend the ice in, so it's like a slushy." And I was like, "Can I get another one?" He goes, "You could pay for another one." So all right, nice. So I walk back to the house. I throw the fucking thing out because I don't know who drink coffee like that. And I was like, "I got a free meal at Chipotle, rewards. Let me go get Chipotle." I ordered a Chipotle burrito, double chicken, the whole works. I get back to the house. I take a bite, Chipotle steak. Get to today. I wake up 7 a.m. Dogs barking outside the whole nine. No problem. Get up, take a shower, do everything nice. Bella Bella PH PH. Record this show with you. I don't record.
Yo,
I am down horrendous.
you need a hard reset on like
I need
life.
I need to go on like a vacation away just by myself.
You
Just
need to
no
shut it off and
phone.
turn it back on again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Wait 10 seconds to turn it back on.
yeah.
I'm going through it. I'm going through it.
You
Okay.
know,
Do we like really put the theatrics back on and like really get back into this, or we just run through it really fast?
I already put the theatrics on. I'm like a one and
I got
done.
nothing left.
There's no round two. Round
Yeah,
two takes 24 hours.
all right, really quick. Oh,
That's good.
God damn it. God damn.
Um, Power rankings. Guy pulled up his.
Yeah, yeah. What kind of car was he driving, man? Go
I
ahead.
forgot.
He was
I said
driving a
in the
Bentley
first
truck.
one.
Fuck.
We have Rob at 12. We have Sauce at 11. Gear at 10. The 2, 4, and 8 teams fighting for 8. Busted Frank 8 and 9. Bust 8. Frank 9. Rue at 7. Dan at 6. We said in the first one. We did have to say it again now. 5 teams is clinched. 5 teams.
Yes, five
Um,
teams clinched. Marvin Jones, Gus, Freety last week. Henry's, Dick Pickens, Jefferson's this week.
yeah, and that
Going through the motions here. Congrats to
um
those guys.
so
Spots left.
respectively, Fu, Freet, Dennis, Salatiso clinched, and that's the order they're in.
Yep,
Dan, Rue, Bus, Frank, Gear, Sauce, Rob. You know,
correct.
what?
Matt, why am I not number 2 in the power rankings? Blah, 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 blah. You got
Head-to-head matchups. I
head-to-head
beat
matchup
you.
in week 2. Blah, 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 blah,
I
blah.
beat I beat Fu. That has to be the reason. I don't make this up. Let's go
All
from
right.
last week. What happened last week?
Real quick.
You
Matt,
again.
just over Rue. I won by 50 points. Who do we pick?
Oh, this is last week?
Yeah, last week.
We both picked us.
Okay. Gear versus Semantics. Semantics down horrendous. He's out of the
Gear.
playoffs. Rob, quick moment of silence for Rob. Okay. Rob out of the playoffs. Rob, RIP in peace. Love you, brother. He was doing charity work. He's getting ready for next year. Okay. Gear, almost in the playoffs. Next. Who do we pick? We pick Gear.
I'm so confused.
Who do we pick? Gear or Semantics last week?
Oh, let me see. We both picked Rob. We both
Okay.
lost.
So L's for both of us. Spade of Spades and Dick Pickens. Dick Pickens, I think he's lost like 4 in a row. This guy stinks.
Huge win for Dan.
Massive
Nearly,
win for Dan.
nearly placed himself in the playoffs. I don't see how he doesn't make it. He's the only 16
Yes.
team.
Sleeper, if you're listening,
Yeah.
you should put the percentage for playoffs in. Add that to the app. Dan's probably like 99%.
Yeah, I don't see how he doesn't make it. Even with like a loss, I feel like
He's still in.
I
He
don't
would
know,
need
man.
like who's right behind him in the rankings or in
It's
the
John.
he plays who this week?
John.
Okay,
No.
so if he loses, that's big because then he would get
I don't know
jumped.
who
He would need like gear and the
no, he
tanker.
plays gear. He plays gear. Big week.
Okay, so he would need or worst case scenario is he loses, John wins, and one of these guys wins, and he could
He'll
find
be
himself
tied
out. So
for
low
if he
key,
loses, he'll
it's
be tied for 8. Yeah, with
yeah,
gear.
it's kind of closer than we thought. But winning, you're in. Dan controls his own destiny. We'll get to that point. Salah 71 points.
It
Next
looks
matchup. Oh, who do we pick? Dan
uh
Salah.
we both picked Sal, we both lost.
Okay, shitty picks. Bustin' Nut Jeffersons. Closest matchup of the week.
I
Pick
went
them
Tito,
last
you went
week.
Tom.
I went Tom. You went Tiso. I'm sharp. You're not. Came down to, oh my God, we're running out of time. Fuck. Cooper Cup. We have 10 minutes left. Cooper Cup and Puka on Monday night. Puka won. Next. Freety, Frank the Tank. My pick versus you. You
Me.
won. You picked you. I picked Frank.
End of this week. We both ended 4-4. Puts me 58 and 25 this season. You so far 51-32. You want to win Mortals? You pick me. Come with me. 8-2. You want to coin flip on Mortals? You go with Dents. 5-5.
Okay. Now, week 13.
This week.
Thanksgiving. Gobble, gobble. Woo. Um, Team Dust at Jefferson's. I'm Team Dust. I think I'm
Let's
going
go
to
through
lose
the
this week.
let's go through the irrelevant matchups first, meaning
Yes.
that no
Okay.
implications.
Yes. Playoff team versus playoff team already clinched. Doesn't really matter for seeding potentially, but I'm a game up. Doesn't matter.
You went Tiso. I'm gonna just read it off. You went
Yes.
Tiso. I went Tiso. I have the Mortal. Next.
Yes. I picked Tiso as well. Pick
Irrelevant. Right here.
irrelevant. Last place versus in playoffs.
We
Sal.
both picked Salah. Next.
Okay. Spade to spade gear.
Oh, that is
Huge
not
pick.
irrelevant. That
Okay.
is
That's not
irrelevant.
irrelevant.
Who? No, not for real. Phil. No, I think those are only two really relevant. Let's go down the list now. Sorry, Phil, Frank.
Fu, Frank. Close matchup. Frank think my Super Bowl pick. I picked Frank. You picked
Yeah,
Fu.
Phil. You said Fu is your number 4 op.
Yes, I have four ops in the league. Salah, Johnny. Who's number three? You,
Salah. Me.
Fu. Fu, new to the list. Mount Rushmore of my ops in fantasy football world. Those four. I pick Frank. Frank Fulvio's team is just too good.
Next, Tiso versus. Oh no, we did that one.
We did
Um,
that one.
Free T.
You
Free T.
versus Sauce. Sauce setting a lineup this week. That's cool.
First lineup he sets all week. You know what I do? I put these people down though. I'm gonna put that
Yes,
dog down. You know.
you both pick Mario. I'm rooting for Sauce. Sauce essentially out of the playoffs if he loses.
I'll put him down. Get him out of his misery. He wants to set up a lineup now. A little too late. He's not getting it easy. So
Correct. Next matchup of the week, in my opinion, Rue the day, bust a nut. Massive implications. Rue
pick
probably,
him.
even if he wins,
Pick
Nut
him.
Nut is got to be over
Needs him.
50% if he wins. Nut needs to win more. Your Super Bowl pick versus Rue. I forget who I picked. I think I picked
Rue.
Rue.
No,
No, I picked Bust a Nut.
you pick Bust.
You
I
said
said
you would pick Rue
I would
if,
pick Rue if it wasn't my Super Bowl pick. Let's go
but it
Tom.
is. Okay, now spade to spade gear. Spade to spade in he controls his own destiny. If you win, you're in. Gear,
Yeah,
be kind of crazy if he makes it. I'm kind of rooting for the crazy. I forget who I picked. I think I picked Spades.
you have to pick Dan because it's the last team you could mortal. I pick Dan.
Yes.
I think he gets it done.
Mortal Lock, Dan, the commish. First Super Bowl loading. Congratulations on making the playoffs. Okay. And then what was our records for picks?
So, all right, that's all the games.
That was everything. We just did
All
the
right.
entire show, and we could do that every time. It would be very boring, but maybe people would
So
watch because they only watch like I looked on YouTube. It gives you like the stats of like how long people are like average duration of view. It's like 6 minutes.
are you serious?
Yeah, and we do like a 40-minute show.
I'm 58 and 25. You're 51 and 32.
Okay, Mara, I'll make a bet with you. Um, Once we get into the playoffs, regular picks are two, mortals are four. If you have more points than me at the end, I'll buy you dinner. Vice versa, if I have more points than you. Max order three. I'm sorry, max amount of free orders is three. Six people at the table.
You know what got me feeling nicey? When I
Unlike St.
see,
Brown, healthy today. Woo!
you know, excuse me. You know what got me feeling nicey?
Hmm.
When I'm sitting back, napkin tucked, and I see
Yep.
the waiter with fruity walking down. I bottle of white wine. I'd be like,
How you doing?
down right here.
How you
That got
doing?
me feeling. Woo.
Ooh, ooh.
Um. So yeah, I'll take that.
I'll throw the hand up one more time. I'm sorry. We had the whole thing going. We were making fun of people, but I didn't hit record. That's on me. We still got
Let's.
5 minutes, man. We got plenty of
We have a
time.
lot of time. Let's do something we wanted to do last week. We couldn't. Can you pull up the top rankings of each position really quick?
So it's hard to do it on here, but I did it like myself, meaning like I was just looking at each one and it'll tell you. Like I don't think you could look at the rankings anywhere on here.
Can you go to Food's team? Go to his running backs. Let's see. So we're talking about how Mo's. Um,
The fucking
we were
word.
talking about how
Why can't I
Fu,
do this thing? Yes.
Dennis's, mine, Salah's rosters have like of the top six of each position, we have all of them in there. We have
Yes.
a lot
So
of
I
guys.
could do it as of last week because I have that written down.
You can do it last week. It's fine. Got 4 minutes.
Um, okay, so as of last week, the wide receiver ones, meaning the top 12 scorers at wide receiver and running back, are as follows. For wide receivers, Jamar Chase, number one, Salah's team. St. Brown, number two, Team Dust. Jeddah's number three is Tiso. CeeDee Lamb, number four, Rue the Day. Drake London, Sauce, number five. Garrett Wilson, Freety. Terry McLaurin, number seven, for Tiso. Zay Flowers, number eight, for Rue. Brian Thomas, number nine, for Fouville. Darnell Mooney, 10 for Dan. Jaden Reed, 11 for Merritt. Jackson Smith and Jigba, number 12 for Dust.
These top
Interesting.
heavy
I think,
teams, we draft smart.
yes. And I think out of that, I think Reed fell out, but Sutton went in for you. So it kind of stays the same.
Wow, that's still me.
Yeah, no, so that's great for you. Running back wise, Derrick Henry, Sal at number one. Saquon, number two, which I think is flipped now, is Fu, but I think you could flip those. Freety, Kamara, number three. Number four is Bijan. I have Sauce, but let me update that. That is now Fuville. Mixon number five is for Bust. Gibbs number six, got the wrong fingers up, is Dust. Brees Hall number seven, Dan. Kyron Williams number eight, Gear. James Cook number nine, Tank. Montgomery number 10, Gear. Chuba Hubbard number 11 is Foo. Chan number 12 is Bust. Um,
Buck should be 13, right? Because that's my guy.
who?
Buck.
Bucky Irving. He's one of the greatest running backs I've ever seen. He
Yeah.
might be like Emmitt Smith by the end of his career. Right now he hasn't played too much, so he's probably like in like the teens, I'd say.
I think he's a top 24 guy. I know that for a fact.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Hold on. Where
Yeah.
is
So what
Saw
we're trying to say,
loses RB4 to
what's the
okay, so
conclusion?
the entire crux of this thing was to say, oh, out of those like top ranked players, where are they dispersed across the league? Because obviously the more players would be on these top teams. Fulvio now has four of these guys. Wide receiver nine, RB2, RB4, and RB11. That's insane. Unbelievable. Um, Myself, I have wide receiver two, wide receiver 12, and RB6. Salah has RB1 and wide receiver one as of last week. Again, I think Chase is still number one, but Henry's two now because Saquon had a billion points. Tiso, two top 10 receivers, three and seven. Rue has four and eight. Who's eight? Oh, Zay Flowers. And he has neighbors. So pretty good trio. Sauce has wide receiver five. He lost RB4 for nothing. Um, Freety, you have wide receiver six and RB3, and I'm missing another one.
And Sutton
Wide receiver
slash
11.
Sutton slash Reed.
Yes, who I think should be wide receiver 12. But regardless, three players. Dan has two, wide receiver 10, RB7. Gear has two, RB 8 and 10. Bust has two, Tank has
You
two.
know
So
who's not on this list? You know what? Like one team's not on this list.
who?
Frank, your boy. This is why I asked in the beginning of the year. Does
He's
he?
RB9.
Oh, he does. All right, but has he
James
ever
Cook.
played fantasy football? These
Frank?
allegations might not have been beat.
People are talking. People are talking about Frank's experience.
Um,
People are also talking about uh he may be recruiting for a spot in our league that may be potentially open.
That's off-season talk, bro.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So maybe this is a trend where uh, um, maybe the people that are coming into the league potentially are not very good. No, I'm just kidding. Frank, love you. Super Bowl pick. He's gonna win.
That concludes the show.
That concludes the show. Okay, that's it. Uh,
For the minute.
long story short, Full View has 4 players. I have 3. You have 3.
Happy Thanksgiving, guys. Enjoy with your fams and make the best man win.
I'm thankful for Squids TV, the celebration of Squids Fantasy Football League, Mike Donovan, and you, Mayor.
Thank you, bro. I'm not
All right.
thankful for
Good luck today. Good luck with this week. Playoffs. We're going live for a show. I will figure it out. Probably not. God bless. Ciao.